We laugh.
Boom shakalaka! Yes, God!
Hey, I don't have my microphone. Yes, the mosquitoes getting me already. It's been so long since I've been to Smoothie Park. Baby, it's been hot. I've been out of town. It's been a lot. But I came to y'all today because I've realized something on my journey of understanding myself and spirituality, right? I'm discovering more and more layers as my interactions with life come and go, right? And most recently, I've realized the importance of expression.
Slay!
Well, first off, hi. Before I go telling y'all all my business and y'all don't even know my name. This is your first time viewing. Hi, my name is Mira with a Y, not an I. And welcome to my channel. We get into a whole lot of, but lately it's been a lot of spiritual. We've been hitting it hard. Rediscovering of self. Let's word it like that. Let's get right back into it. I'm realizing the power of and importance of expression. Like I understood the importance, but I didn't realize what actions resulted in the relief of expressing yourself. So once again, I understood the idea of expressing yourself, but it's like I didn't know what action to put to it so that I was actually doing it and remaining regulated in that. Yes, expressing it, like your anger and stuff like that, but communicating what specifically and then targeting that. I noticed that was somewhere where I was being more vague. Yeah, I'm not sure where I left off. The camera, my SD card ran out of storage. Storage been keep though. Had to do a quick cleanse. And now we're back, right? I recall talking about expression, right, and the importance. And I just wanted to talk about how I've realized that how much I was suppressing and how much it was really affecting me as a being, right? I'm realizing that humans need flow in order to feel fulfilled and truly connected to the things that they do and stuff like that. Just overall contributes to happiness. And if there's a area where flow is blocked or inhibited, just saying shit, I'm gonna just say it's blocked. Specifically by suppression, I noticed that interferes with the flow of things and overall movement of energy within the body. I know holding on to energy in certain areas of your body, because you know your body holds energy in different areas, affects even those body parts and how your body functions. What happened to me, which made me realize this, was I ended up breaking down because I wasn't allowing myself to flow in the moment. There will be moments where I'll be feeling something and I won't express it, and then, or feeling a certain emotion or whatever, and I won't express it. And it also ties into shame as well. And we've mentioned this before. Well, I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but there's a shame around expression that I've noticed. And oh, the mosquitoes! We just got a chunk. I just seen it sitting on me. It'll be itching in a minute. These mosquitoes is outside, baby. I forgot about that, but yeah. What was I gonna say? It inhibits the flow. I forgot where I was. What was I saying? Yeah, I had a breakdown at work because I was feeling so much and expressing very little. And I was in a energy of shame. I was in a lower vibration. As cliche as it may sound, that's really where I was. And it interfered with my ability to express. And things started building up so quickly because I was feeling so much. Ooh. Maybe the animals is out. Because I was feeling so much. And I'm just realizing how much deeper, like, knowledge can only get you so far, because action is really what carries and makes a difference in your reality, right? And when your body has lived in a certain way of functioning for so long, it can be hard, and this is what I'm experiencing personally. I feel it's harder for me to be conscious and aware and apply the knowledge that I do know in times like that, so that I can show up in a way that allows more flow instead of blocks, or puts up more blocks, right? I say this to say that it's become more of a conscious thing for me. I've been more aware of it, but being able to take myself out of that is where I kind of feel more stunted and almost helpless. Like I'll just be sitting in it and I'm looking and I'm watching myself like, you're not expressing right now, but you're feeling so much. And I'll just be sitting observing. And lately I've just been more aware of all the times that I do it, and I've seen how it's affected me. And now I'm getting to a point where I'm learning that mirroring, right? Mirroring is very important, because when you get used to seeing yourself show up a certain way and other people react to a certain way, it's like you learn this is how interactions are supposed to go. But when you show up a different way and you get a different response, you learn a new way to see how interactions flow. And with consistency in that is what also makes change and feeling more comfortable and dissolving that shape. Mosquito in my back. I'm here itching my back, y'all. I might have to relocate because these mosquitoes is out here. I forgot about the mosquitoes, bro. That shit just bit the fuck out my back. Anyway. Barely get out. Anyway. Yeah, so should have brought my spray. Like I literally left my mosquito spray at home. But it's okay. Anyway, I'm about to just cover my back. So, what was I saying? I've learned that consistency in showing up differently and getting a positive response to that version of you showing up is what really helps reprogram the body, because that's what is taking over in that point. Because if your mind knows what to do and knows what's necessary, the body isn't on the same page. So that's what's causing that disconnection, where I feel one way, I'm conscious of it, but it's like I want to show up this way, but it's like my body is not allowing it, because I've learned to feel unsafe in expression and my nervous system is holding that. So in having more positive interactions with where I'm being more expressive, that teaches my body and my nervous system, okay, it's okay, I can trust this, I can feel safe in it, I can feel safe within myself to, do this and be okay. That's what I've realized really makes the difference. But it also depends on your self-worth and how you view yourself. That is also what plays a big part. But mirroring and interactions and everyday communications is important too, because that also contributes, especially at younger ages. That's what builds your idea of self along with your self-worth. And as you get older, depending on how strong it is, it depends on how much you can rely on yourself to bring yourself out of certain things and be able to flow without depending on other people and stuff like that. It all circles in together. But one thing about it, I don't really explain these scenarios in a chronological order. It's more of just like, okay, this is one idea. Oh, this kind of related to that. Oh, but this idea related to that as well. And I'm just be bouncing everywhere. But hopefully y'all can put it all together and make sense of it, because it's making sense to me as I'm saying it. Coming to that realization really showed me it's deeper. It's deeper than what you know. Oh, I feel the mosquito bite, you guys. Oh my God, it's forming. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, it's eating a girl's up. Yum. Eat them up. They ain't never had this chocolate like this. Oh my God. Anyway, I forgot how these animals be outside like this. Whew. But anyway, The girl's been put up. It's been too hot. Like last week it was like 90, 94 degrees, baby. I'm not going outside. There's nothing to do outside. There's nothing for me to be doing outside when it's 94 degrees. 90 plus. 80, 85 up, you pushing it. Like I can't support. But anyway, that especially like if it's no breeze or I'm not gonna make it. Straight like that. But yeah, I'm realizing that the true growth comes in, especially depending on the level of trauma. Like most trauma is stored in the body, and it takes more than just repeating a certain phrase every day and looking at yourself in a mirror for things to change. As humans are extremely social beings, and from day one, coming out of the womb, we are learning from every little interaction that we have, whether that be with our parents, family members, friends, whatever. And the way we respond to what we learn or what we observe is what overall ends up defining what we believe, who we are, and what we think about ourselves. That is why interactions in general hold so much more, consistent interactions, right, in general hold so much more weight than attempting to attain a belief by repeating words to yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? So yes, you can, learn from that and adapt, subtle shifts from that, but it's more about the action that you take towards it, which makes the bigger difference. Being consistent in that is what truly holds an effect. And it's one thing to say something and not have any emotion attached to it. That's where it is really weightless. Because when there is an emotion attached to what you're saying, then that is also where you are learning and you're building those neural pathways in your brain, which overall help that shift in your mentality and belief system. Because that is what your belief system is built off of. Just consistent actions and emotions that are tied to beliefs that keep coming up. They've built a pathway in your brain so that when they do come up, you automatically know to react or show up in this way. So it's about relearning how to show up in general. And that's where it gets hard, because it's like your brain is designed to show up in ways that it knows. When it runs into these circumstances, it's learning. Okay, when this happens, I know that I need to show up this way in order to feel safe. And what does the body need? Safety. So of course it's going to do whatever it needs to get that. And when it knows a way to do that, even if it's not the healthiest way, your brain is going to retreat to that no matter what. So it's about retraining, okay, relearning, putting yourself in different places and allowing yourself to feel or find that safety in that, so that you can broaden your horizon, your box that you're in. I feel like that's where I am right now. And I didn't realize, but I was in a box. Still am in some parts of my mind, because it's all I know. So when I'm called to step into a higher place, of course I'm going to retreat back to that box, because this is what I know. So it's about learning in that new place, learning to feel safe there, understanding what it takes to feel safe there, and what do I need to do so I can. That's what this phase has been about. This part of my life has been about. Because once again, every interaction your brain is learning from, pulling information from. There's nothing that you're not. Your brain is pulling information from everything. And if it knows a certain way of thinking, is always going to relay what it learns to that. That's why perception is reality, because it's like, okay, well, I perceive this, but based off what I know or what I've been, you know, the mindset I've been living off of, or the belief system that I've been pulling information from, this is what's happening. Even if what's actually going on has nothing to do with what your belief system may say. That is why it is important to be present. And that's why presence calls such a higher level of awareness, because it takes you out of what you know and allows you to pull from what is actually going on, not what you may perceive is going on based off of what you already know. Hope this is making sense. I find myself, trying to adapt this belief system, but even in moments where I want to show up differently, I caught myself showing up a different way outside of my conscious thought. Like, I wasn't consciously like, okay, I'm going to do this. You know how certain things just happen and they align with your belief system? Things were happening, or like actions that I was doing weren't aligning with the belief system that I was trying to adapt to. And that's when I was like, hold on, like, what is going on? And that's when I realized that the belief is stored in the body, which is also connected to the nervous system. So that's why the rewiring of the nervous system and overall reprogramming of the body is very important. Amount of plays. But anyways, back to the video. It's more of experiencing a scenario, right? Your brain learning to adapt to that and learning how to react and show up in that. And when it comes up again, literally replaying that exact way you reacted. And that's how those neural pathways get formed, by repetition and consistency in showing up a certain way when a certain thing happens, right? Or when a certain feeling comes up, or when you know what I'm saying? That's where it starts. That consistent way of showing up, that's what ingrains those beliefs. Because it's almost like your body learns to react and defend itself. Well, that is what happens. And when you consistently are put in similar situations, your brain learns to show up that way whenever those feelings come up, whenever those, no matter what's going on, your brain retreats back to what it knows. And now when it comes to a point where that way of living no longer benefits you, or no longer saves the day for you, or keeps your peace, relearning is where that challenge comes in, because it requires the same amount of consistency in showing up differently. The same consistency that it took showing up the same way and reacting the same way in those scenarios is going to take the same amount to attain a new outlook and way of showing up. And that's what I've learned. That is where I am right now. And it's just like, okay, it's hard when you don't know how to do it, when you don't have people around you that's doing it, and you're still trying to show up in that way. Your mind automatically wants to retreat to what it knows. That's just how we function. But change is possible. It takes time, though, with consistency. That is why those two are key to any sort of success in life. That's what I've learned. Truth is stored in the body, especially when it comes to intuition and stuff like that. Like, you'll feel when something, when something feels wrong, but it's like you can't control it. And that's why I tend to say or relate it to being in the sunken place, because that's how it feels for me personally. Like, I'll be aware of what's going on, watching everything play out, but it's like I have no control over how I'm showing up in that moment. And it's like I do, but to a certain extent. Like, and it's sometimes it's scary, and it hurts, especially because I know, like, hey, showing up like this isn't benefiting me. It's like I'm watching myself self-sabotage, but it's not in the extremely detrimental, but these things do add up and they contribute to your reality. And that's why I'm a strong believer of your reality is a very heavy reflection of you, because how you show up is what contributes to what you receive. Say, for example, I'm not truly expressing what I feel. I noticed I was attracting a lot of awkward silences from people, where I know we're both feeling and thinking stuff, but nothing is being said. Especially, the energy and overall, it just feels dense and tense. Dense and tense, yes. Because there isn't flow. When there's tension in the air, or the energy is being withheld, it creates a lack of flow, which I already mentioned. So that's what I was feeling in certain moments. So I'm like, okay, why? And for a while I'm like, oh, these people just don't want to talk, or blah, blah, blah. And for a while I'm putting a lot of it on them, but it's like, I know what I'm feeling, and I know I'm not contributing to the expression that should be flowing in that moment. So it's like, and I'm not saying that I must, save every dense or tense moment, but I noticed that I was contributing to the energy and the tension that I was feeling, and was like kind of getting a little irritated or, upset about it, because it's like my body desires flow. So it's like, to be contributing to the tense and dense energy, it hurts, because it's like I just want to, be free to express and flow and say what I need to say, and I want that for the other person or whoever I'm around. But I noticed it was like with certain people, so that's why I'm just like, I was trying to understand it. And then that's when I got to the understanding of expression and flow go hand in hand, and when they are not, existing together, it creates tension and dense, I feel like I'm getting a little repetitious, but I'm just ensuring my point is being made, because it is important. This stuff is heavy. Yeah, this is something that I've been on lately, and I just recently bought The Body Keeps Score. This book has been clocking my teeth, and it's like, as I am able to put and connect the dots to how these things work, it's easier for me to understand the concepts and science behind all of it, on a deeper level. Whereas I feel like sometimes it may go over our heads when we don't fully understand the foundation of where this information is coming from. So, yeah. So this is what I've been all about lately, and I feel like this book is really gonna take me to another level of understanding and awareness. Because yes, I can say I'm aware of myself now, and I'm aware of how I show up, but it's also, do I have control over it? And it's not like I need to be a control freak, but just be able to be aligned in my beliefs, what my body believes, and what I'm portraying actively, But yeah, so I just wanted to share that. Don't know who it may, whose eyes may open up, or may even relate to what's being said here. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, because I've been feeling it, and I feel like it was a pretty big eye opener for me. So I need to get the fuck out of here before these mosquitoes put me on that barbecue. I feel them greasing me up, y'all. I don't know. They not playing today. But yeah. That's it. That's all I had to share for today. The sun is setting. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Per usual. And I love the weather. It's not too hot. It's a nice little calm breeze. It's nice out here. But the mosquitoes is out, and I didn't bring no. Maybe I'm trying to catch some Zika. I'm gonna catch that Zika. I don't want none of that. My dad be telling me, he be like, oh, the mosquitoes be eating me up. I be like, Daddy, you finna get that Zika. You finna get that Zika. What you gonna do? Them babies gonna be coming out with them little heads. I wonder how them Zika babies doing. Oh my goodness, y'all know about them Zika babies? Oh, pray for the Zika babies. I remember that was like back in like what, 2016. Babies was coming out with them little heads. They said, y'all please be careful, the mosquitoes is outside. And they got that shit. Ooh, spooky time. But yeah, they tearing my back up. Let me pack it up. I'm trying to get my things together. I'm gonna go to a greenhouse bar. It's a spot in Jax where they have like a bunch of plants everywhere. Ooh, camera's like heating up. Let me hurry up. But yeah, they have a bunch of plants everywhere, and it's literally like a cafe, and it's such a cute little vibe. They also sell drinks too. They have a bar, like it's an actual bar. So that's super cute and super, yeah. So I'm about to head there and read a little bit of my book and probably do a little bit of studying. I've been practicing to retake my SAT because baby, the scores was low. I'm trying to get into college, so slay me, you know, or yay me. Hashtag college girl, hashtag free, hashtag yeah. But once again, my name is Imara with a Y, not a I, and I appreciate y'all for listening to me today. It's just all about growth and seeing where you can help someone or yourself. So, you know, take a scroll through, see what you find. But yeah, it was nice chatting. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.